What is up, you guys? It's John. Welcome back to my live stream and happy Friday night, you guys. And this is the first time I'm going to be doing a Friday night live stream. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I'm doing another Q&A and I'm here to answer your questions. And before I start, if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you miss any videos, click on notification bell and give me a thumbs up if you love this live stream, and you can comment down below on what kind of videos you guys want to see. So let's get to it and let's get to everything. Now, if you guys want to know why am I wearing a lot of clothes, well, let me tell you, I just went outside to do some stuff because if you guys don't know, because living in Texas would be good. However, when winter comes, the only thing that everybody always say is that there's going to be a very bad snow an icy weekend because truly I just got out of work today and I'm trying to make sure I got everything done because I already went to the store a few days ago to get everything I need before anything goes on, and I had to cover all my outside pipes, and I got to make sure all the sinks and everything is good, so that I got to make sure no one tries, and we got to make sure everything is good and everything is going great. And I'm just trying to wait for anybody to be here. Now, all of you guys really want to ask is that, if you guys don't know, I mean, everything is very quiet today because, if you guys don't know, is that my parents are not here today because they just traveled all the way to El Salvador for the next 2 weeks. So they won't be back until next Sunday, and it is going to be very cold on that next week. But if you guys don't know, I mean, I wish I wanted to go there, but because of my passport and everything, it's going to be really tough too. And it's really tough for me with when it comes to bills and everything related. It's kind of crazy. And this jacket, I got this jacket from Christmas. It was a gift from my mom, and it's a very good one because it's a very good winter clothing because I wanted to try it on, and this is like my third time or fourth time wearing it when it's very cold. Now, people always ask us what do you always do? Now, I'm still trying to wait for anybody who is joining in the live stream. Okay. All right. Let's see who is first on the live stream and who is first in the live chat. Let's see who it is. Okay. I'm here to answer your questions. Okay. Now I'm still trying to wait for anybody to be here. And yes, it is kind of hot. Hold on, let me take this off because yeah, it is kind of hot too. Yeah. And and this is my mask. It's like a ski mask, but everybody has to wear it when it comes to cold weather. Yeah. All right, we have C Media. Hello, C Media. Welcome to the live stream. All right, I'm just telling everybody that I'm doing a live stream tonight because it's getting cold, and I decided to make a little entertaining. And I want to tell you guys about, since if you guys don't remember, there's a lot of snow, and I hope it doesn't turn off power because I don't want to have that since this experience 5 years ago. Now, if you don't know, in 5 years ago, there was a bad storm too, and it was still during COVID and everything, and we had a lot of snow. But the worst part is we lost power, and the worst part, we were trying to get a bunch of food, but then when we went to one of our stores, it was completely empty because everybody's buying all the stuff they need. And even I had to spend the night through my living room with one of the big king mattresses that my parents have in their bedroom. And then one thing we did was we put we put ourselves to sleep there right next to the chimney because that was kind of crazy. I mean, I just feel very uncomfortable. I just don't feel be hearing my dad snoring. And let me tell you, yeah, he's been snoring every time, throughout my childhood. He's been snoring a lot during naps or even during when we go on our vacations and stuff. It was kind of crazy for my dad to snore a lot, and it was bothering me a lot. I do go to sleep, but truly I couldn't even hear it. But then when I always feel like a few hours later, I pass out and go to sleep, and that's how it was kind of crazy that I couldn't even fall asleep that much. And now, even like 5 years ago, I even heard like so much like the accidents, like a lot of people passed away because of like a lot of electric situation, and even like through hypothermia and everything. And even I heard about like there was like 100 crashes through one of the interstates through the incident that killed like 20 people during that crash like 5 years ago. I mean, it was kind of crazy. I mean, like for anybody who ever heard that experience, it was kind of crazy. All right, C Media, what kind of questions do you have today? Huh, that's strange. Now, anyway, now the only thing is that like I'm just trying to make sure that I don't waste a lot of power, and then my brothers have told me the only thing to keep all the pipes good and everything is we have is like this thing is like we're gonna have to do is like let the sinks start dripping, and we had to open our cabinets, the kitchen, my parents bathroom, my bathroom, to open the cabinets so that we had to make sure the pipes are very warm and everything so that we don't get any frozen and everything. And even like my parents always do is like they just told me because like if I don't have any power, I mean I already got myself is a power bank. If you guys don't remember from my last live stream, this is a power bank, and if you guys don't know where I got this, well, this is a solar one because it can go through sun because it will save enough money instead of like wasting so much time. And then I do have to charge it, but it also reflects the sun. Hey, guess what? And we have Bob H109Y. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the live stream. All right, Bob. Do you have any questions today? Number 67. All right. Ready for the cold front coming? Well, free space, it is kind of crazy. And hello, free space. Welcome to the live stream. Well, it is kind of crazy. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I got a lot of winter clothing, and including one of my Dallas Cowboys collection. I have so many winter clothing and everything. I had a beanie. I got a bunch of hoodies, bunch of sweatshirts. Got everything. Now, if you don't remember this action figures I got, those are the little people of the Dallas Cowboys. If you guys don't remember, okay, we have another one. We have user SW5MO6K B4C. Hello, user SW. Welcome to the live stream. All right, we got a lot of people in the live chat today. So let's see. Let's start out with some questions tonight. Okay, so give me some questions, you guys. Well, let's ask some questions that relates to the snow. Okay, so let's get some questions that relates to the snow. Let's see who wants to go first. Now, all of you know it's just like it is kind of crazy, and even like on Wednesday while I'm still working and at my job. Okay, do you like snow? Kinda. I mean, like the first time I've done that since childhood. I mean, like when while like growing up in California, I didn't know about snow. I mean, the first time I ever played in the snow, that was like in 2003. I kind of remember that where my parents take me and my brother and some of our old friends in Northern California, and we experienced snow for the first time. And we had like one of those snow sleds, and we always do around, and we did a lot of snowman. We did a lot of like the snowball fights, and it was kind of good. I mean, at a young age, yeah, but now it's not very good. And even like when I went to elementary school, I started to experience another time again, and it was a lot of fun. And it was kind of sad that we had to miss school because of due to snow weather and everything, and even because of like frozen ice and some sorts of stuff and everything. And I always had to do is like to prepare myself is I always had to get everything ready for the snow. I mean, like I just got a lot of food already. I mean, I just already picked up some food at the store and even at work. they gave us was like a lot of stuff, like some organic vegan food and some random stuff that I get. And even I get to enjoy last night for dinner is some delicious Panera bread mac and cheese, like those little container things. I just always put it in the microwave and enjoy it. I mean, I really enjoyed it too. And I mean, snow was so fun and everything, and even like it was kind of dangerous too. And like if I had to recall about what happened, like it was in 2019 and it was after Christmas where my parents and my grandma and I traveled all the way from here to Denver, Colorado. That was like my first time going to Denver, Colorado, but in a very cold. And then we went all the way to Colorado and it was snowing there. And believe me, it was crazy. And that's like where I see so much so far. And the only thing that was very crazy, the reason why I went to Denver, Colorado, and no, I didn't went to go tour around the city and stuff. The only reason why I went there was like my dad but was like I said before, he bought was a semi truck for his company and his work. And the only thing is like I had to follow him because I had to take my car and then follow his semi. And the only thing it was kind of dangerous too. I mean, it was so foggy, dark, and snowy, and I almost hit 3 times through like this busy traffic and everything, and it was kind of crazy. And then it took us like the next 3 or 4 hours. We made it to like this little town, and and we got ourselves a hotel, and it was kind of like a very good, okay experience. And then after that, we decided to go to and then the next day we kept on the road and we made it all the way back to Texas after so much times, and then I had to drive all the way, and we finally got back to Dallas at around 9:30 p.m. And I was so exhausted. We took a shower, and I finally went to sleep in my own bed. Yep, my bed. Like the only thing is like I just don't like going to sleep in hotels. It's like it feels uncomfortable, and sometimes like I always had to do is like a lot of stuff like I can't touch the floor with my bare foot because I just don't like the dirtiness and everything. And even when I'm gonna take a shower, I had to cover the towels through the tub floor because like I don't like to get my feet very dirty too because I wanted to keep it like very good and don't want to get any hygienes. Bro, come on, man. I mean, I'm just trying to be very honest, Bob. Now, and even like going to hotels are very good. I mean, some hotels I really enjoyed the experience. I heard that you played Fortnite. Well, I mean, I had played Fortnite before, but that's only when my brother and I when I go visit my brother, we always play Fortnite in his gaming because like for me, I don't play a lot of video games that much because like I've done it like since growing up, elementary, middle, and high school. But because when I started college, I always focus on like doing videos and even doing a lot of laptop stuff. And even sometimes I do like a lot of gaming apps and doing other stuff. And that's how it is. I mean, like even like I'm still like going through a lot. Like I have to pay a lot of debts and so much work. It's kind of like very stressful a lot. And even I've been stress eating too. I mean, like I was supposed to go to the gym, but right now, like I can't go to the gym today because of like, because of this bad weather of snow. I'm gonna have to wait till once it's cleared out, I can do that. So now I gotta had to be prepared for everything. So I wanted to show you guys something because like if I don't have any power, I do have some flashlight and everything. Now I did get flashlights when I first got him. Let's see. I think I got flashlight. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to find it. Ah, here it is. All right, here they are. This is like my flashlight that I just got these like 2 years ago when I used to work for Amazon. And what I do is like once it was getting dark during nighttime, I always use it like when I had to go drop off some mail and everything. And even when I can't see the labels and everything, I always turn it on just like this. It even has like a good thing. You see, you guys? It has a very good flash and everything. Yep. What do you guys think about this? I mean, it is very cool. I mean, I only bought this for only $20, and I have a charger if it's out of batteries so far. And I mean, it's a very good one if you guys use it. I mean, like if I'm out of power, if it's still very dark, I would use that if I'm gonna find the bathroom or find somewhere if I'm gonna get a drink or anything. It's it works. It works often. That's cool. Well, thanks, Bob. I will use it soon. Okay, because like right now I still got a lot of power and everything, but if it's out of power, I will take all the stuff. And even like if I can't charge my phone and everything, I do have a bunch of power banks, just like I've already showed you guys earlier. Is this power bank, and I got this from Amazon too. I mean, like I just while I still worked as an employee in Amazon, and they do like this little special thing. It's like the first ones who ever get clocked in, they will get a chance to spin the wheel. And then I was chosen, and they just told me to choose which one of the items. And then there's like so many appliances and other stuff, and I had no idea what to choose. So I chose was a power bank. And if you guys don't see, it's like I said, this one has a compass, and this had was like a little thing to grab on your for your keychain, but I just lost it. And this one has also flashlight too. And right here, this is the solar, because like if you don't have like your charger and stuff, there's a solar because it would charge up a lot because that will save you a lot of time. And this side, this is the to charge your stuff. And they do have like a power, so it will tell me like how many bars that I have. Now I already charged this up earlier so far. So let's see who got a lot of questions. Okay, I'm still waiting for more people who wants to ask any questions, anything to do with snow or some other things. I mean, like I'm still watching other shows. I'm still watching like The Masked Singers, and I just watched the season finale of Hell's Kitchen, and the winner of Hell's Kitchen Battle of the States, and who's going to be the next head chef at Foxwood is Ellie from Nevada. And it was kind of crazy. I mean, like a very young there's like two, and then it was kind of crazy for watching Hell's Kitchen. I always watch some of the old ones and some good new ones, and even I always root for a lot of good chefs who had won so far. And it's kind of crazy. And even like last season, I seen this guy who became the first chef who was part of the LGBTQ, and like his name, I forgot what was his name. I think it was named Kyle, and he become the next head chef at Foxwood, and everything was very good. And I mean, going to Foxwood is really good. Can you read comments? Yeah. Every time when I read comments, like when I get a notification from you guys, or even sometimes I get notified by on my YouTube studio, and I also have like this other app where I can do editing too. It's because like I can do AI and everything. Now people always say like AI is okay, and even I've seen a lot of Dharman and even a lot of life lessons, even like those manga life lessons about where villains always say that AI can help out, and even they would do is they would fire the most professional employees in their industry, because that's not very good. I mean, like that's disrespectful, and that's not very good how it is, because AI is okay, but it's not okay to fire most talented employees who work very hard and dedicated to the company. And that's how it is. I mean, like most of you guys haven't heard of any of these manga channels. Now, I'm gonna have to repeat it again. If you guys are not sure, I will have to write that down right now. I mean, like, if you haven't heard of them, I'll write it down because here are like the manga YouTube channels. Because let me just write this down so that you guys can understand which ones I have. Because I did subscribe to those. I mean, the first one I ever read during like when I'm still trying to work. One is called Anton, and then the other one is called Money People, not many Money. It's like I had to use the I instead of the Y. And then we have is Hana's Journal, where it's all about Hana, the female main character, and then we have this other guy. He's also the main character, Makoto Ozanai. And even I also seen like some that I don't watch that much. All right, here they are, guys. If you guys ever seen these, because like it's all about like you guys will have to read and really understand what the most important thing of like a lot. I mean, I've been commenting a lot of those channels and even their episodes and their videos, and even they made a compilation videos about like everybody has to understand about what's going on in every story. Now, I'm trying to get everything ready because like if the power turns off, I got to make sure I don't lose any power because I've already had that experience so far ever since like 5 years ago, like I said before. And yeah, that's how it is. All right, let's see who else is here. I mean, like there were a lot of people and now we are missing a lot. Let's see who else is here. I mean, Bob, are you still here? Free Space and C Media, where you guys are? All right. Yeah, I'm here. All right, Bob, do you have any other questions? I mean, like now there's some other questions like if you guys still need to ask me about, like all the other ship videos. I mean, like I did a lot of ships because if you guys haven't seen like earlier today because I made 4 ships from Fairly Odd Parents. I mean, it's been a long time since I haven't seen Fairly Odd Parents ever since I when I entered junior and senior year in high school. And most of the things like how your job like? Well, if you guys don't remember my last video where I told you guys about my job working as a monitor at a high school in a school district, well, it's kind of like I always do like during my mornings, I always do is I always clock in early or on time when I get to on campus. And I always had to make sure I always like to put my lunch bag inside of the teacher's lounge because that's how everybody put their lunches over there. Then I had to do is like I go downstairs, make sure everything's okay, and then I head outside and start checking the parking lot and making sure that all parents drop off their kids on time and making sure like all the students had to go inside the cafeteria and wait until when the bell rings so that they can go to their class because the only thing is no kids are not supposed to be hanging out at the parking lot or hanging out outside. Everybody has to go inside the cafeteria at all times because if they don't, they're gonna get they're gonna get into serious trouble. And even like I've seen a lot of kids do, it's like they try to do is trying to like leave the building. They're like skipping school. I mean, there's like a lot of kids always do is like they've been like missing school because like they make bad excuses or even they're failing their classes. Or even there's like a lot of things I also heard about. Like if you guys already heard about what happened like a few weeks ago after the New Year's, ever since the incident of like you guys know about the ICE of the vlog about where ICE killed Renee in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and then there was like so many protests and everything. And like last weekend, while I was still doing some work and even doing some DoorDash. Oh, that's crazy. Oh yeah, it is true. And even like I heard, even like when I was still in Dallas and then doing like my own thing and even doing like some DoorDash, while I was just still on traffic, I see like a lot of protesters pr- putting some signs, and even they are just doing something to do about Trump, something to do about the incident, all about ICE and injustice and everything. It's kind of crazy for anybody who really understand politics and all the manifestation going on. And it is kind of crazy. And even like ever since like in 2020 when COVID hit, ever since like the police officers killed George Floyd, and that was like a very crazy experience that everybody had been going through. And even they always say about the Black Lives Matter, and I always support them and everything. Now, another thing is coming up this month is Black History Month. Like we're always learning about everybody from the African American community who always show us about their experience so far. And one thing is that next weekend is my birthday. I'm turning 28 and I am going to be doing a birthday special next week. And I hope you guys will get too. I mean, like I'm still trying to get like I'm still like 370 subscribers away to get to 1,000 because I really need a lot from all of you guys' support. And what day is your birthday? Okay, it's gonna be next Saturday. Okay, I just said next weekend. That's next Saturday. All right, not this Saturday. Next Saturday. Yeah, and even like my parents, they won't be back until Sunday. It is kind of crazy about it, but even like I have my brothers and I have cousins, they want to celebrate my birthday too. And it is kind of crazy for anybody who really wants to enjoy a very special day and everything. Now, I mean, like for last year, I celebrate my birthday at Urban Air Trampoline Park. Now, it wasn't the first time I ever gone to a trampoline park. I mean, like the first time I ever gone to trampoline park, it was during like last year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, Bob. So as I was saying, the first time I ever gone to a trampoline park, that was like last year on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. My brother called me and he told me, "Would you want to go? Do you want to go trampoline park?" And then I told him, "Yeah, why not?" And then that's like the day like I wasn't even that busy so far, and that's where I joined him, and that's where I see the fun so far with so much trampoline and everything. And everybody say it's a very good exercise too, because I really need a lot of exercise because I haven't done any exercise a lot. I mean, like I said, because of this cold weather, I barely get to do exercise. And even like if I would do exercise, I can do exercise at home too. Even when I have heat on and everything, it's a very good motivation and everything. Now, most of you have heard about like now one thing I never heard about Blizzard and stuff, and even like one of my childhood shows, like you guys have heard of this. It was on PBS, and now it's no longer there, and it's has been like the last 4 years since they finished one. It was called Arthur. You guys have heard of it. Is the guy? It's like the kid who has glasses, and he started like the first show back in 1997, where the first show was called Arthur Size. It was like one of original books from Mark Brown. It's all about like stories of him, his friends, and his family. And even they finished like in the last episode all about like how Arthur and his friends all about like growing up, and then years later they became successful, and now Arthur became a writer, and even some of his friends like Buster became a teacher, and then Francine started her own business and she changed her new hairstyle. Muffy is running for election to be the next mayor of Elwood City. And then DW became a police officer. And even like some of their friends, like they took over one of those like juice and restaurant place they'd gone to a lot when they are young. And especially for Binky, he became a meteorologist. And that's how it is. And that's how where Arthur showed his friends like how he became a writer of his own book and it represents his life and everything. And for me, I mean, like I'm writing my own book, and one of the messages that a wise man always tells me, if you fail, there's always a chance to bounce back. And what it means is don't give up on what you are accomplishing. Just just don't let them trying to stop you. Keep going of what you are doing and always follow from your heart and even follow and pray from God that you'll be successful and be very good. And it is very good too. Because I only wish that if I get to 1,000 subscribers on my birthday, I wanted to do is like thank you guys, and even like one day if I ever want to make a giveaway, I will only do it like if I get to more than 2,000, that would work. All right, just give me one moment. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. So I'm still trying to wait for anybody, and right now I just charged up my phone right now, and I'm trying to find some ideas to know what kind of ships I would do. I mean, I already done a lot of ships. I mean, you guys already seen a lot of Loud House. You guys already seen a lot of My Little Pony. You guys already seen a lot of ships of Sonic and Mario. And I'm still doing more of Super Smash Bros. So I'm still trying to get some ideas on it. And I already did a lot of All right, guys. So I just got 634 subscribers. I'm still trying to work very hard, and I'm just trying to make sure that if anybody who really wants to be in my channel. Now, again, try to do is share my channel to everybody if you guys recognize anybody who is in my channel. All right, let's see who's here. Okay. Now, as I was saying, yeah, and then I was checking on my phone. I mean, now it's completely charged. Now, I just got a message from my manager about getting coming to work, and then like I haven't gone back to work because of like, because of so much work and so much with labor costs and everything. What I wanted to do is just get back on track and get everything under control. And I really miss all the guys and everything, and it is kind of crazy too. All right, let's see who's here. I mean, I'm still waiting for Bob, who's still trying to get some ideas and everything. And the only thing is like what was doing outside while I'm still having my jacket. All right, let's take it off right now because it's cold, and I have a vest with me too. Yeah, I'm getting kind of hot too because like I'm just trying to try to protect myself very warm because from this cold weather, and I'm trying to make sure everybody has to follow guidance and everything. So that's how it is. And most of you guys don't know. It's just like if anybody who really wants to keep themselves protected from snow and everything, you got to make sure you always have the right gear and everything you need. So let's see any questions. I mean, I'm still trying to wait for anybody who can respond. All right, let's see who is here. Let's see who's next is here. I mean, I already seen Bob here. I mean, anybody else besides Bob? I mean, like, all right, I'm back. All right, Bob. What other questions do you have next? Now remember, if you want, I mean, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. You can still try to share with your friends so that they can subscribe to me. And I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And that's like I'm trying to do is get my back on track and get everything under control. And I know it is kind of hard for me to manage and everything. And even like I had to work two jobs. It's very hard so far. And even like I'm barely even paying off credit card debt and everything. It's really hard when life comes around, and it is really hard for me too. And I always wish to find a miracle so far, and that's like I'm trying to do that. Who do you think will win in a fight, Naruto or Goku? Well, I mean, I would go for Goku. I mean, he's always the strongest player and the strongest fighter. And even like everybody always say, why doesn't he get a normal job like everybody? I mean, like he is from a different planet and everything. And everybody always say like he always eats a lot of meals. I mean, like so many meals. I mean, everybody always say like he has like a very like different body, and then that's how like I've seen so far. Dub means translate. Okay. And hey, Daniel, welcome to the live stream. Yes, I already know what dub means, Daniel. I mean, like, I've always know what dub means. I've learned it for like ever since I graduated high school. I didn't even know what dub is, but I do know what sub. But then after that, I really understand. Like when I watch a lot of anime, they always have Japanese language and they always have the English sub. But then after when I was watching one of those other anime websites, I started to understand their English professionally and everything. It was kind of good and everything. And just like I've watched Mysterious Girlfriend X, I've seen Love Live, I've seen some other romance and comedy anime. And one of the most animes I really enjoyed. Now, if you guys haven't heard of it, but you guys will have to watch it on Crunchyroll or other anime anime series or on anime websites. It was called We Never Learn Bokuben, about a guy named Nariyuki who is a third year, and he wanted to become a teacher like his father, and he has to tutor like four of these girls, and like three of them who goes to school with him, and this other girl who goes to one of those cram schools that he was going there only for summer classes and stuff, so that he wants to get good grades and better results before going to the entrance exams to universities that he wanted to go. And that's like, it was kind of good. I mean, like sometimes like people always say what kind of theme of this anime that I was watching, because people always say that this anime was called harem. It's like another word for polygamy, and I mean, I really understand what polygamy is, because like it's something to do with religious and everything, about like one guy married with like not just one woman but two. And I've already heard about those stories about it, and even the documentaries, and even like in the history of US, they always know about the slavery thing, but that was like a very long time ago. And truly, they always say that it was illegal to do that. And even I've seen a lot of like documentaries about the polygamy, and even like there's like one town outside somewhere in the U.S. and was somewhere in the desert of Utah. Your boss name is Abraham Joseph. Oh man, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Bob? You really know it, my boss? Okay, now here's the thing. Here's the thing, Bob. The only thing is, you should never tell any. You should never tell about someone's life. I mean, like you can't tell anybody about who they work with. I mean, it's not very good, because it's very disrespectful for anybody who. It's very disrespectful to ask someone about like who you work with and everything. I mean, I'm trying to keep my life very low, personal life low, because it's important for everybody to understand that. I mean, like I'm trying to become a good writer so that everybody can understand about my life and even what I've been going through. I mean, I'm just trying to do is be more respectful for all of you. Okay. Now, Bob, like I said, so Bob, the only thing is you always had to know that you can't just tell anybody about like someone's life. I mean, I try to keep my life low, because that's like everybody always say. It's like I had to keep it in secrecy, as always. I mean, it's important for everybody to know that I know I'm doing like this is kind of crazy, but I'm only doing this like outside of work, because like I don't want to do it like in work, because I would get into trouble and I might lose my job, because that's not very good too. I always do outside, and I always had to be very respectful and everything. And even I had to talk about topics and even talk about life lessons and everything. And even I always had to put a message, and I always follow from God's words too. And it's very important for everybody to understand that too, because that's like everybody wants to know so much. So the only thing is, yes, my boss is the principal. Do you work at the Pizza Hut by chance? Yes. Like I said, yes, I'm working at Pizza Hut during the weekends. Now I don't do it on Fridays, because that'd be too much, because I'd be too exhausted to do that. No, I mean, like I wouldn't work on Fridays, because I still have to work on my weekdays on my regular job. And yeah, on my pizza job, like I said earlier, during my job, like on my routine on my weekend job, I always wake up like around 8 or 9 a.m. And then I got to do is what my job has to do is like I always get to work like around 11:30 or 12 p.m., because my shift is always starts at 12 p.m. And then once I get there, my job is always do is like trying to clean everything and get the job started. When we get so busy with deliveries, and sometimes when it comes to like everybody picking up their orders and everything, I only do is just work the inside, because I've already done deliveries before during pandemic. Flip app shut down. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, Daniel. Oh yeah, I heard about that app Flip. If you guys don't know about this app Flip, it's about like where it's like the version like social media, and then you buy, and then they have like a version of Amazon where you buy stuff and everything. When you do a little like vlog and everything, you earn money, and even like you get to meet a lot of people too. I mean, I had that app like since I think it was during summer. It was doing good. I only used it like the last few months, but then it turned off for good. I mean, I just don't get why they had to shut down so badly. I mean, either because of that, or even because like they have bug errors or some technical difficulties, or even they're not encrypting very good on their app. I mean, it is kind of crazy too. I mean, like for anybody who has good experience, it's all about that. Just like when I seen a lot of like on Darwin, when's your next live gonna be? Well, I'm thinking of doing that on the set tomorrow, but because I had to work because I just got a a message from my manager for my Pizza Hut shift to come because like believe me, like ever since I came back from Fresno, California, they haven't even signed me any schedules because of like due to like low maintenance or even because of like they're not getting a lot of sales and stuff. But then after that, they're getting busy too because they told me they were going to bring me back after the Super Bowl. VHS hoarding. Oh, okay. I mean, I've seen a lot of VHS. I mean, I did have a lot of VHSs growing up. I mean, I keep watching it over and over again. I mean, like some VHSs I've seen was like Blue's Clues. I've seen a lot of VHSs when it comes to like Teletubbies, Power Rangers, Buzz, and then most Disney movies I've watched. I mean, I've seen The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I've watched like Toy Story 2, only the second movie because the first movie I don't remember that much. But after visiting with some friends who have that, I started to understand how it is. I mean, but the best movie so far is the second movie because that was like a very good one so far. And I did see they are bulky. Oh, okay. And I mean, I did see some other VHSs. I mean, like some of the VHSs that my family and I really enjoyed. We always like to watch The Terminator because that was a very good movie so far. I mean, that was the best movie we ever enjoyed as a family. Takes up space. Oh yeah, that is true. I mean, like I had a lot like sometimes when I put it in the pantry, sometimes I put it in a closet, and even we put it in the garage. But now we've already sold all our VHSs and everything. And I mean, other movies I always watch a lot over and over again was like Stuart Little 2. That was a very good movie so far. And I've seen like some other ones. I mean, there's some I don't remember, and others I do. And it's kind of really hard to like memorize every other movies I've seen. And I've even seen Winnie the Pooh. I've even seen some other good different VHSs that I've seen so far, and even Scooby Doo. And I only watched like this. I only seen like two VHSs from like one of the original like Pokemon Indigo Lee that only gave me like a VHS from episodes 4 through 6 and VHS from episodes 7 through 9. I mean, since I already saw all of those, I mean, like, I am still watching all the other ones online because, like, I always understand about like all the Pokemon, about how Ash from Pokemon Trainer to Pokemon Master, and now everybody really likes to watch Pokemon, and everybody's getting a lot of Pokemon, like Pokemon cards, Pokemon Trader Box, and everything. And it's kind of crazy too. DVD better than VHS. Yeah, I mean, like the first ever DVD that we ever had so far. I mean, like the first time I ever had a DVD, I think it was like when we watched was like Lilo and Stitch. That was the first DVD we ever watched. And then we started to watch like Timon and Pumbaa, and then we watched the second movie of Doctor Dolittle, and I've seen the third movie of Stuart Little 3, and I've seen more of like other ones. I've seen like some religious things, battles, and even some DVDs that we did bring all the way from El Salvador. Like the only thing is like you can't film a DVD you can't film a movie inside a movie theater in real life because you'll get in trouble, and that's very rude. Because if you guys ever seen those signs, like they say if you film in a movie, you go to jail, or even you had to pay a $250,000 fine. Because that is a craziness. I mean, like I've seen one of those documentaries about a guy who was arrested because of doing that. Grinch meal for McDonald's. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I mean, I've only seen those every advertisements every time when I go to McDonald's, and it's very crazy so far. All right, guys. Oh man, time is already getting fast. So I'm gonna write this down because it's only 10 minutes until the live stream is over. 10 minutes until the live stream is over. All right, so we only have 10 minutes until the live stream is over. And I know you guys really wanted to do a lot. And I mean, I was kind of starting this live stream so early because, like, I was kind of getting too bored and I told myself, let's do it early. And that's how it is. Yeah. And let me tell you guys, I'm only doing just a 1 hour live stream. Okay. You haven't had it? No, I haven't had the Grinch meal for McDonald's because, like, you guys know, I mean, I've been so busy. I'm barely paying bills, and I'm barely working a lot. It's kind of hard for anybody who really has to work so hard for money. What about the Burger King meal? Oh, you're talking about the SpongeBob one? No, but I have tried was one of their bacon tater tots. And it was kind of okay, but truly, I don't want to eat a lot because I just don't want to hurt my stomach. I'm trying to lose weight and everything, and I already have enough food so far for the next few weeks before my parents are coming back from El Salvador. And it is going to be kind of busy too. And since I'm going to be working tomorrow, it's going to be very crazy. But if I don't have work on Sunday, then I'll find a way to start the day. Okay. Now I wish I was supposed to go to the gym today, but because of this bad weather, there's no way I'll be able to go to the gym with this condition because it's too cold and too risky and dangerous. What do you work in Sunday? Like I said, I work at the Pizza Hut Saturdays and Sundays. Come on, Pablo. I've already said, like, I worked Pizza Hut on Saturdays and Sundays, and even I had to go to church on a Sunday too, even like early mornings, and then I had to go there. You got a girlfriend, Lamar Jackson? Welcome to live stream. No, I don't have a girlfriend. So you got two jobs? Yeah, it is a very busy week and everything, and I barely get to relax. Even like I get so stress eating. Even I barely go out. It's kind of crazy. And even like people always say you had to spend money for a girl. I mean, it's crazy. I barely have enough money. And even I'm falling behind bills, falling with credit card debt and so much. It's really hard of a struggle and everything with so much work so far. How do you manage all of this? Well, I mean, I always have my alarm clock and I always had to drink a lot of vitamins so I can keep myself very functional and everything. And I always had to make sure that I get everything under control. And even I had to have a very good quick breakfast before going to work. I mean, that's what I always do every day is have a quick breakfast before going to work. I mean, I had to make sure I had to keep healthy and everything. And I always had to prepare my own meal and I had to make sure all the food I get and then head out. I always get out of work. I mean, like during my weekdays, I wake up like 6 a.m. I always had to stretch, use the bathroom, and then have breakfast. And then after that, I head out the house. I leave my house like 7 a.m. You play any video games? And like I said earlier, I barely get to play video games. I only play games on my phone. Either there's some very good apps I do, like surveys, or even a lot of good like testing apps to earn money and everything. And it is kind of fun too. But even like I always play video games when I'm in my brother's house, whenever they invited me, or sometimes I go see them. All right, who else is in the chat? Okay, guys. So we only got 5 minutes left. Just give me two more questions so that I can finish the live stream because it's already getting late right now. And I know that everybody is saying like it's the weekend, you guys got to stay up, and I know that, but I'm trying to follow my orders. Is always have a 1 hour 1 hour live stream. Okay, so it was kind of so I'm starting off like a very good starting out very slow, but now I got so many people who enjoys my live stream, enjoys my videos, and everybody really gets to do so good. So So I'm not sure how the weather is going to be for tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, because it is going to be kind of risky too. But everybody will know is always so the most rules you guys had to do when there's a very icy winter storm is always making sure to, if you guys have like those faucets outside, turn them off, unplug the hose, and then you had to cover it with a bag and some type of cloth so it doesn't get sticky, it doesn't freeze. And then you guys will have to use this like some type of, and then you got to make sure like let the let the water keep like tapping like little drip, and then open your cabinets that locates the pipe so that it will be warmer so that we get to have good warm water too, because like it is very cold, because the pipes can burst out into cold and we won't have a lot of w- hot water. So we had to be very alerted from our hot waters and everything. And if anybody has to go outside, make sure you always had to have your your car very hot and very warm, and make sure it's very good to run it, okay? But because of this cold weather, I'm not sure if my car can drive through this crazy weather, because it is going to be kind of tough too. And even like I had to get through traffic too. So everything will be okay. So it's just I always had to do is just pray for everybody. So always know is pray for God and everything. Well, let's see. Let's do 30 seconds of a moment. So like I want to say like you guys were really awesome and really good for everybody who joined. And I'm trying to do is try to be very successful for everybody to know that I'm trying to chase my dreams and everything's going to be fine. And I'll start making some good idea videos so far. So stay tuned for some new videos that I'm going to be doing, because next time I will be doing is a countdown, because I'm bringing back one of the countdown videos where I'm going to count down of top 10 or top of anything you guys get to see. Well, there you have it, guys. That's it for today's live stream. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you miss any videos, click on the notification bell and give me a thumbs up if you love this live stream. You can comment down below if you guys want to see some new videos. So I hope you guys stay safe on this winter weather, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.